This is Mongolian Mindset, and today we're going to be doing Beyoncé for someone. They put in the comment, I just can't find exactly where it's at. They asked me to do Rihanna. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about the Mongolian Mindset has a woman's call this Friday with one of our moderators, Sarah Elizabeth. She's the ENTP, and what she's saying is, hi everyone. Just a friendly reminder that the women's only chat is this Friday. If it's your first time, be prepared to introduce yourself. Tell us your type, how you got into typology, and what you're hoping to gain from our women's chat. This chat will be held on Discord, so if you have not done so, take the time to follow the link and set up over there. So that's the women's group. They have that this week. So all you have to do is join our Facebook group and then join the Discord, and you can do that. It's a nice break from us men because we can be a little crazy sometimes. But let's get into this. Our sworn enemy has Beyoncé as ISFJ. That's interesting. We'll see. And you guys know we use Linda Barrens metrics to type people. Okay. This weekend I think I might be releasing or going through a thorough breakdown of the whole process or whatnot, so for you guys. But in the first spot, ISFJs have SI. In the second spot, the parent, they have FE. In the third spot, the child, they have TI. In the fourth spot, the inferior or aspiration, they have NE. And in the fifth spot, the opposing personality, please pick up John Beebe's work and get onto the 8 function model. In the opposing, they have SE. In the critic, they have FI. In the 7th, the trickster, blind spot, whatever you want to call it, it would be TE. And in the 8th spot, the demonic or angelic function would be NI. Okay, so we're gonna do Beyoncé, and we'll see what we get. And if you like the videos, please subscribe. We are still doing the free typing sessions with us. All you have to do is join the group and message our moderator Cody. He does all of the coordinating with that, and we'll get that done. We want to have the most accurate group that we can have. So that means that in the future we can make polls and actually get accurate answers from people who have actually the actual type. So that'd be wonderful. If that sounds like you, please join. And again, the Mongolian Mindset group is about self-development. We're into making ourselves the best version of ourselves. It transcends typology. And maybe one day we can, move into something bigger than typology. That will be the goal, and we'll see how that goes. But let's get into this.
Battle 4, and Beyoncé is with me now. How are you?
I'm so wonderful.
It's so nice of you to come all this way to London so that I can interview you in my own backyard.
Yes.
And the fact you had Glastonbury last night
had nothing to do with
a coincidence.
Yeah, it's just a coincidence.
Now, I sat and watched you, had a couple of beers, turned on the television, and watched Glastonbury. You were the first ever woman to headline at Glastonbury, an amazing achievement.
Yes.
What was it like for you last night?
Well, I'm still walking on the clouds. I'm still kind of shocked. I can't believe what happened to me.
I can't believe that's TEFI. Let's go.
Happened yesterday, and I think it's because I've seen Glastonbury in photographs, and I've seen it when I've traveled here and on television, and only amazing rock stars perform, and it's just the coolest.
Only amazing rock stars perform. That's TFI again.
This festival, and I was able to see my husband perform there a couple years ago, and it was one of the most exciting nights. He had a bit of controversy, and he came out and performed Oasis song, and the crowd went crazy, and I thought...
All right, so she's talking about what other people are doing. That's going to be SENI. Okay.
Oh my God, I'm just so honored to be here, and prayed that one day I'll be able to do it. And 3 years later,
she saw what Jay-Z did, and now she wanted to do it as well. That's SE again.
To headline and be the first woman and first African-American woman.
That's the
first woman and first African-American. That's more FI, more achievements for me.
That's
Never mind any other criteria. You were the first woman to ever play at this incredible event.
Yeah.
Whoever
Look at my
headlined.
achievement, guys.
It's a little strange when you think about it, but I'm just happy that I'm the first woman. And
Oh man, there goes some more FI. I'm just happy I'm the first woman. Oh really, huh? Didn't want nobody else, huh?
there were so many women out there, and it was incredible because the men usually, when I have them do certain parts, they're trying to be cool, but they were like just belting out the songs, and everybody was just
Talking about what other people are doing. SE again.
united. And
Well, let's watch a little clip from
Okay.
last night, and then I'll ask you your reaction to this.
okay.
Let me skip over that shit.
People, everyone is.
Well, a lot of them are quite ugly, actually.
No, I love it. It's not about fashion. It's not about trying to be cool. Everyone just is cool. And that's what I love about it. It's not about your production.
That's
it's not
what I
about how
love
many
about
hits
it
you have. It's
more.
about good music
F.I.
and everything coming from the inside. And everyone has so much love and appreciation for a good performance. And you know,
A good
I love
performance.
when I
Everybody's
can
got so much love for that shared experience. SE. Giving someone a
not
shared
have to
experience.
think about all the other things that are not as interesting, and I can just belt out the songs and dance from the heart, and I know that it's appreciated.
Dance from the heart. FI some more. Jesus Christ, woman.
Here's a weird thing. Watching you last night, you seemed about 20 feet tall. You were like this giantess coming at me
It's the
in my big
television.
widescreen TV, right? And then I meet you, and you're quite tiny, aren't you?
People say that I'm a lot smaller than they think I am on TV,
It's
but
the
I
way
think
People say I'm a lot smaller than I am. People say. Yeah.
they do. They say that to everyone. They say it to other girls in
they
Destiny's
say
Child.
to
Say it
other
to my
people, they
husband,
say
to
it
my
to
mother. I think it's
SE.
just the television.
Well, we
Yeah,
got
the thing that struck me watching-
TEFI already closed out, and we got SENI already closed out. So therefore, based off that alone, she can only be an ENTJ, ESFP, INTJ, ISFP. Okay, she can only be that type just because she's already closed out SENI and TEFI, and she's beating the hell out of FI. Yeah, ISFJs are not TEFI. They're TIFE. Okay, they wouldn't be saying, "I'm so glad I was the first black person." Okay, and also they're not SENI users; they're SINE users. Okay, so they be talking from a first person perspective, and she keeps referring to what other people are doing and the reaction she's giving them and the shared experience she's giving them.
You about your. I've never watched a whole Beyoncé concert before, so I was fascinated to see how you go about this. A, the energy levels that you kept up were extraordinary. B, the size of your heels. How did you stay up? Isn't it really wet that stage?
It was very slippery. And the first song, I was like, oh, okay, am I going to make it? I thought I was going to have to switch shoes. And I actually had wellies on the side of the stage just in case. But I've been practicing in heels since
Contingency plan there. And she's coming off very responding. Okay, I'm going to put an asterisk aside responding. But yeah, that was a contingency plan. That's why she had those shoes on the side. Who has contingency plans, guys? What type has those?
I was 13 years old. And to be honest, it's kind of second nature. The heels are second nature. It's just a part of it. Whenever I rehearse, I have on my heels. And
Well, the whole theme of last night was
Since I've been, what did
Yeah,
she
I
say?
know.
Since she was 13? Oh, go back. Is that systematic?
and I actually had wellies on the side of the stage just in case.
Contingency plan,
But
just in
I've
case.
been practicing in heels since I was 13 years old.
I've been practicing in heels since I was 13 years old. Systematic. Okay, how old are you now? And you're still doing that. Okay.
And to be honest, it's kind of second nature. The heels are second nature. It's just a part of it. Whenever I rehearse, I have on my heels. And
Well, the
See?
whole theme of last night
See?
was, I don't like the phrase girl power, but it was about
It is.
the empowerment of women.
Yes.
You were like strutting around that stage, making men like me feeling pretty useless at home. Thinking, I have no right to even be near this woman.
not at all.
Quite intimidating, this kind of thing you do.
No, but I definitely feel that it is my job to empower women. And
Empower
I
women.
remember
That's
having
more FI. There we go. Empower women. That's more FI.
this dream that my band was all females. And
I had
told
a
my male-
dream. Okay, that's abstract. Okay, there we go. Dream interpretation.
Band at the time. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all are so talented, but you're not women. And they all had wigs on. They came to the last performance like, we can do it. But I found these incredible women and incredible background singers. And I do have men on the stage as well. I have great male
Cleaning up
dancers.
or washing your shoe heels for you.
No, they're some incredible dancers. And it's great to have that camaraderie. I feel like I learned so much from the other musicians, and it makes me want to be a better
I
musician.
learned so much from other musicians. S.E. Oh, you do, huh?
What
For
do you
some
feel
reason.
when you're there and you've got 175,000 people going crazy? This is never going to happen to me. Much as I'd love to think it will, it isn't. Those days are over. When you walk out and you get this surge of energy from a crowd like that, you've never performed to a crowd that big.
No.
What does it feel like?
Well, before I performed, I was so scared. I was like a leaf. I was
She scared? Is that S.E. inferior? Oh, man. Oh, baby. It's looking like she's an INTJ. She is direct responding, too.
really, really afraid. And I had to just say, forget that it's 175,000 people and pretend it's just like the show you did 2 days ago and you've been doing this your whole life, and just have fun. And, you know, we all got together, said our prayer, and we took our breaths and tried to exhale all the negativity. And I just had to tell myself, I deserve it. I'm a diva. I've worked hard. And
I deserve it. I'm a diva. It's T.E. title, F.I. Come on. Pragmatic diva. Come on. Divas are what? Rebellious. Okay. We already know that, though.
I psyched myself up, and once you hear the crowd and you get past the first couple of minutes, then it's time to rock. It's time to have a good time and enjoy.
So I love that phrase, I'm a diva. You say that proudly.
I do.
A lot of stars, they sort of shy away. I'm not a diva. You love being a diva.
Well, because I've met what a diva is supposed to be. And I've met, you know, Patti LaBelle, and I've met Tina Turner, and I've met these incredible women.
What is a
T.E. name dropping. Oh, my God.
What is a true diva?
Graceful and talented and strong and fearless and brave. And
Now ask yourself, what is she? She's direct, okay? Let's not even kid around. This is just right in your face. So she can't be an ESFP. She can't be an ISFP. She has to be an NTJ. Okay, and she's responding. She's an INTJ. Okay? Beyonce's an INTJ. But let's watch like 3 more minutes to have some fun.
someone with humility. And I think, you know, it's an appropriate time to be a diva. And, you know,
I think it's an
I did
appropriate
not show
time.
up in
Pragmatic, huh?
my costume that I wore yesterday
I
because
was kind of hoping you might. It wasn't really a costume.
yes,
it was more like a bit of
was.
beachwear. You slapped a jacket
No, it was
on.
not. It was a costume. And I did not wear that because it's appropriate for the stage. But there is a certain mentality and a certain aura that's appropriate for the stage, but it's only appropriate for
So what
the
went
stage.
into the thinking for the outfit for me? Then I'm fascinated. I mean, when you woke up, you thought it's Piers, it's CNN.
You know, I just tried on a few dresses and I like the color.
Come on, humor me. How many did you try on before
I
you
tried
thought?
on two. I tried on
Really?
the red suit and I tried on this. And I said, I like the color. It makes me feel happy.
What made you think
Makes me
that was the
feel
right
happy,
one for me?
F.I.
It's all about the color. It's a beautiful day. It's the warmest day here.
It's the warmest day in Britain for 5 years. You brought the
Exactly.
heat, lady.
Yes.
What I'm fascinated about with your new album is the fact that you took this year off before you did this. This is a woman who's worked so hard in the way that your parents did before you. When you had this year off, what did you learn about yourself?
I learned a lot about myself. The biggest thing I learned is I love to perform.
I love to perform. That's gonna be some FINSE there.
I love music. I love
Oh, I love music. More FI.
what I do. I
love
love singing
what I
in the
do
studio,
more.
writing songs, and coming up with
More.
video treatments. To the point that during that year, I do not count the 72 songs I recorded as work because it's what I was born to do. And I learned balance. I learned the importance of taking time for myself And I was moving around so much that I had no idea that I really have 16 Grammys. Like I've heard that, and I got up and accepted my awards, but I didn't realize what an amazing accomplishment that was.
Accomplishments is more TE, but she didn't even realize it because she's so in the future.
Bad time, presumably. It's just this treadmill.
Yes.
The more successful you get, the less time you have to enjoy anything.
Exactly.
So finally you went, enough. I'm having a year out. I'm going to enjoy what I've achieved and a bit of real life. What was the most fun you had in the real world?
Well, I did everything. You know, I definitely enjoyed the simple things like, you know, driving and picking my nephew up from school, traveling but not working, and actually visiting museums and seeing ballets, and having great conversations with people on the plane.
Really?
Yeah, just having normal...
Why do I never get to sit next to people like you on a plane? Can you let me know your schedule next time?
Okay.
So you're on some plane and you start talking to some random person?
Yes, and you know what? It's great when people don't know who you are. And it's funny because people sometimes say, I'm sorry, I'm just realizing I didn't know. And I'm like, that's why the conversation was so great. Because you just forget how wonderful it is to just to...
When they ask you what you do, what do you say?
They didn't.
You just have a normal conversation?
Not until, you know, people start getting weird and asking for pictures, and they're like, what is going on? But I visited, you know, the pyramids, and I was able to sing at the top of the pyramid.
No, I heard you sang Ave Maria.
I did.
While in one of the tombs of the pyramids.
Yes.
And it just echoed around.
It was...
What a moment.
It was beautiful. And who would ever think that I'd get an opportunity to do that? I was there alone with my family, and, you know...
Any truth in the rumor that you and Jay-Z are having joint pyramids built? To be remembered by? It's just rumor?
That's a good one.
I just made it up.
Okay.
But I thought it was quite a good one.
It is a good one. I haven't heard that one. That's a good one. It might stick.
I think I'm ready. Beyonce's my name, and love is my game. So take a sip of my potion and do it in slow motion. She thinks she's bad. Baby, don't make me mad.
That
wasn't a display of FI. I don't know what is.
Hilarious. I mean, even at 6, you were showing off.
I was.
Seriously, very precocious
It's
performer.
very embarrassing.
It should be.
That's not something you need everyone to see.
But even as a kid, can you remember the thought process when you were that young? Did you always know, I am going to be a star? I don't care what it takes.
I didn't at all know that I was going to be a star. But I did know that I felt very comfortable when I was on the stage. I was really shy, and I did not speak
I was really shy, responding, obviously.
much. I was more comfortable with adults because my mother owned a hair salon, and I stayed in her salon. I was in grown people's business all day trying to listen to their conversations. And when I got on the stage, you know, my mother put me in dance lessons, and I really loved it. And I think, you know, when they saw me perform, they were like, wait a minute, she's like in heaven. And they realized...
When they saw me perform, that's more SE.
That it
I know
was
what other
where
people do.
I could step out of my shell, and I just felt the most like myself.
And I thought that last night watching it. You just seemed like in utopia for you.
Absolutely.
Like it just couldn't
Yeah, he
get
just cut her off.
better. And yet I keep hearing how shy you are. Last night, I mean, I've never seen
I keep hearing about how shy you are. Yeah, because she's a fucking INTJ.
such self-confidence in almost any performer. Where do you get it from? I mean, how do you create that kind of aura when by nature you're not really like that?
I don't know. I think for one, I'm not shy anymore. I am the person at the dinner party that is quiet and observing and having a one-on-one conversation.
You hear that? I am the person. Yeah, look at her. She's introverted, okay? And what do we find out? She's TFISINE, and she's direct, automatic, one-on-one INTJ, okay? That's 100%.
I get embarrassed when it's a lot of people and a lot of eyes. And
I get embarrassed when it's a lot of people and a lot of eyes. SE inferior coming out. Yes, it is. You INTJs get embarrassed, don't y'all, when a lot of people are around.
I'm still that way. I wouldn't say shy.
I'm still that way.
Now, on the stage, I've been doing it for a while, and it's my place to be me and to be free, and I don't feel like I'm
Talking about being free, that's pragmatic. Pragmatic people love freedom.
Judged. I feel like it doesn't matter how irritated I am or angry I am or excited or in love or whatever emotion. When I get on the stage, I'm just purely free.
Free and, again, pragmatic.
I feel so honored every time I get on the stage because I know, I've been doing this for 15 years and it's what I love to do. And so many other people that love to do the same thing and they don't get to perform in front of 100.
Talking about what other people get to do, SE and I.
1,000 people.
A lot of performers come from quite damaged backgrounds or dysfunctional in some way. What's quite refreshing about your story is it's not really like that. You came from a remarkably successful family, not lots of money, but your dad was a top Xerox guy when he was young. Your mum ran this incredibly successful salon.
Look at it, responding.
And they both taught you, that if you want to be successful, you've got to work really hard.
Absolutely.
And it seemed to me they taught you about the importance of when you get there to be humble, to not lose the sense of who you are.
They absolutely did. I learned...
Real hard for INTJ to stay humble. The FR child, man, I'm telling you.
My mother worked 13 hours a day, and I never heard her complain. She worked until her feet were calloused. And my father was such an incredible entrepreneur. And
see that, guys? Do you see that? We see how she references things from the past. She references what other people are doing. She's not talking from an inward, outward perspective. She's talking about an outward to inward perspective. She's a damn SE user, SENI user.
Everything he said he would have, he worked until he had it. And he taught me there's no such thing as no.
Direct.
And
okay.
I had a lot of great support.
I think that'd be kind of scary to tell an INTJ there's no such thing as no. It'd be kind of scary. Ted Bundy is an INTJ, so you might want to watch that.
And I think the support is really a huge, factor in my success, knowing that if something didn't work out, I still was loved. And, having that security is really important.
Your mum is only 10 feet away as we speak. So she's here protecting you even now.
Yes.
And she does come almost everywhere that you go, doesn't she?
She does.
What are the values, do you think, that she's instilled in you?
Well, definitely that, beauty fades and who you are from within is forever. And definitely be a woman of your word and hard work. She is always correcting me and I feel like it doesn't matter if you are the janitor or the president, everyone's the same. Making sure that I keep
mom's systematic too,
my humility and my spirit. She is always honest with me.
When has she, since you became famous and successful, when has she been since you became famous and successful, when has she been the most angry with you? When has she been
I feel like it doesn't matter if you are the janitor or the president.
Is that the INTJ death stare shit that they be talking about?
And my spirit.
Oh, look at them eyes.
She is all.
Oh, look at them eyes. Oh, look like they're piercing through you. Okay, we're done here. Beyoncé is an INTJ. What we noticed very early on was she's a TFI user. Obviously, she talks about achievements, what she loves, what's her passion in life. Okay, she consistently references what other people are doing and then wanting to do that. She talked about that. She talked about giving people experience. Throughout, we were able to get I don't even know, we got over 11 checks for that. On the TFI lane, I got over 22. Okay, and she's responding, so that limits her down to only 2 types: INTJ, ISFP. Already, just knowing that she's responding, SENI and TFI, and then she's pragmatic and she's direct. So if she's direct, she could only be an INTJ. ISFP would be eliminated because ISFPs are informative. So ISFJ, personality database, you're incorrect. ISFJs are not pragmatic. They're not direct. They are not TFI users. They're not SENI users. They are systematic, and they are concrete, and she's abstract. So yeah, you're wrong here. But yeah, we're done here. Personality database, you failed us yet again. How did you think this woman was an ISFJ? She literally blew us off the map with TEFI statements within the first fucking 5 minutes. So yeah, we know the personality database is terrible. But yeah, INTJs, y'all get to claim another one. And this is Mongolian Mindset, and we're out.